If you wanted to get into the best physical shape of your life, you wouldn't start by trying to bench press 400 pounds on day one, and you definitely wouldn't expect to build a great physique by working out once every 6 months. No matter how hard that single workout was, we all understand that physical fitness comes down to basic, repeatable principles: consistency, good form, and managing our energy. So, why do we treat money so differently? Most people treat wealth like a lottery ticket or a secret code they haven't cracked yet. But building real financial freedom actually works exactly like building physical strength. It comes down to four fundamental concepts, and once you master them, you are automatically ahead of 80% of people. Let's break them down. Concept number one: infinite leverage. In the gym, leverage is about using a machine or a pulley to move more weight than your bare hands could lift alone. But in your financial life, leverage is about how much result you get for every hour of effort you put in. Most people operate on zero leverage. They trade 1 hour of time for one fixed payment. That's like a personal trainer who can only earn money when they are physically standing in front of a client. If that trainer gets sick or takes a vacation, their income drops to zero. Now, imagine that same trainer records an entire video workout program and puts it online. It takes them 50 hours to film, but whether 10 people watch that video or 10 million people watch it, the effort required to deliver it doesn't change. The marginal cost to serve the next person is zero. That is infinite leverage. It's using code, media, or scalable platforms so your work lives on 24/7 without needing your direct permission or physical presence. While traditional work caps your output at how many hours you can stay awake, infinite leverage allows your results to scale indefinitely. Concept number two: asymmetric risk. In fitness, bad asymmetry is taking a dangerous ego lifting shortcut to impress people. If you try to deadlift way too much weight with terrible form, what's the upside? You feel good for 10 seconds. What's the downside? A torn muscle or a ruined back that sets you back 2 years. That's a terrible trade off, small gain, catastrophic loss. Good financial strategy is the exact opposite. You want to look for asymmetric bets, situations where the downside is strictly capped, but the potential upside is virtually limitless. Think about applying for a high level job or launching a small side project. What's the absolute worst case scenario? You lose a few hours of time and maybe experience a minor hit to your pride. The downside is fixed and small. What's the best case scenario? You land a position that doubles your income or launch a product that replaces your salary for the next decade. When you organize your financial decisions to eliminate catastrophic downside while keeping your upside open-ended, you don't need to win every time. You just need to be right once or twice. Which brings us to concept number three: slow lane versus fast lane. Imagine two people trying to run a sub 3 hour marathon. Person A decides to walk 20 minutes every evening after work. They are consistent, disciplined, and doing something healthy. But their method simply doesn't match the speed required to their goal. They are in the slow lane. Person B analyzes their pacing, upgrades their training routine, tracks their heart rate, and builds a system tailored to speed. They are in the fast lane. In money, the slow lane is the traditional advice most of us grow up hearing: work 40 years, save 10% of your paycheck, and hope the market grows enough so you can retire comfortably in your late 60s. There's nothing wrong with safety. But relying only in the slow lane caps your time because you are relying entirely on time and hope. The fast lane isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's an approach focused on control and scale. Instead of waiting decades for small incremental gains, you focus on creating scalable value, building a system, business, or product where you control the inputs and the scale is uncapped. Instead of selling your time for $30 an hour, you build an asset, a software tool, an e-commerce brand, or a media channel where your revenue equation is units sold times profit margin. If you sell a digital product for $50 and reach 10,000 people, you've generated $500,000. You didn't work 500,000 hours. You created a system that scaled value independent of your time. So if your goal is financial freedom, ask yourself every week, am I building something that can work while I sleep? Or am I only earning when I'm actively working? Just a reminder, I'm not here to tell you one is right and one is wrong. I'm not purely on one or the other. I keep a solid base, my slow lane on index funds and real estate, while I take my fast lane swings on top of it. The base is what allows me to survive the swings. Finally, concept number 4, position sizing. Imagine a game where someone offers you a coin flip. If it lands on heads, you win 50% more money. If it lands on tails, you lose 40%. Statistically, that game is stacked in your favor. Mathematically, you have a positive edge. But here's the drop. If you bet 100% of your net worth on every single flip, a single bad strike of a few losses in a row will wipe you out completely. A 40% loss on a big balance hurts far more than a 50% gain on a smaller one. In fitness, this is the equivalent of having a great training routine but lifting so recklessly every single session that you end up injured half the year. Consistency beats intensity every time. In investing, having an edge isn't enough. You have to survive long enough for that edge to work. That's why position sizing matters. You never risk your entire bankroll on a single trade, business idea, or asset. By keeping your risk controlled, say risking on a small fraction of your capital on any single opportunity, you ensure that the temporary bad strike never knocks you out of the game. Building wealth isn't about finding a secret shortcut or outsmart the world with complex financial math. It comes down to 4 basic habits. Build infinite leverage so your work scales beyond your physical hours. Look for asymmetric bets where the downside is small and the upside is huge. Choose the fast lane mindset by focusing on control and value over passive waiting. I'm not talking about crypto here. Manage your position sizing so you stay in the game long enough for compound growth to take over. Just like getting into shape, you don't need to master everything overnight. You just need to start making decisions that favor long term growth over short term comfort. So, quick recap, gym version. Build things once that keep lifting for you, that's leverage. Look for lifts where failure is cheap and success is huge. That's asymmetric betting. Keep a solid base while you take your biggest swings. That's slow lane, fast lane. Load the bar to what you can actually recover from. That's position sizing and protect your ability to show up next month because that's the whole game. None of this requires you to be a genius. It requires you to think like someone who's still going to be doing this 10 years from now. If you find this useful, hit the like button, subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and let me know in the comments Which of these four concepts are you going to focus on first? Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.